Yo, how's it going? Yo, he's back. Holistic Health with Harry. Talk on something that's been on my mind. That's how it works, right? I told you. But I want to plug a little bit deeper, plus for my own learnings, and to reinforce what I already know as we relearn and relearn and relearn. Sunrise, sunset, red light therapy, activation of your internal structured waters. Do we understand what I'm talking about with internal structured waters? And the bonus for those of us who are lucky to partake in urine. So we get a double bonus. It's so amazing. And I'm actually obsessed with urine therapy, aged urine, and also red light therapy and vitamin D, UVB. So I'm obsessed with two things, aged urine and sunlight. Lots of other things too, fasting, grounding, all that shit. But in this one, I want to talk a little bit about sunrise and sunset, red light therapy. It's why I wrote the second book on it. That second book, by the way, was fucking key for me. It's got great information on it. If you haven't followed my stuff, fucking buy that book. And one of the bits of information in it is that internal structurization of water, which is a hypothesis put by Gerald Pollack, the structured water, and also what's the guy, Ari Whitten, in his book, in Ari Whitten's book, Red Light Therapy, he puts as one of the hypotheses for red light therapy why it's so powerful is because of the structurization of the water by the red light therapy, whether that be visible red, to near, to mid, to far infrareds. He puts it as a hypothesis, but I know it's a fact, and I know this is a fact because I do therapy, so I know what's going on with the structurization of water. And that's exactly what happens when you get out at sunrise and sunset. Sunrise and sunset, red light, predominantly red light therapy, which we know, by the way, according to science, and also if you look at the clouds sometimes at sunrise, sunset, you'll see, like within the first 20 minutes, and you'll see a bit of red in the clouds. That's a clue that there's a major high amount of visible red, but near, mid to far, all these red light therapies, what they do is they structurize the water, what Gerald Pollack calls the fourth phase of water, which is very powerful. You don't even need to buy an alkaline structured water Kangen machine, because nature does it far better and far more powerfully and for free, and it brings you in alignment when you get out of sunrise, sunset too. So we've got a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on with red light therapy, nature's red light therapy from sunrise, sunset, right? But one of the keys, internal structurization of your water. If you look into Gerald Pollack's work, the structure of the water gets super fucking tight and micro clustered. From my basis of understanding, I'm gonna go way deeper on this for my third book. But once the water becomes really super structured, that fourth phase of water, it becomes micro clustered, it becomes super powerful. Now, okay, so your blood gets super structured. Now, red light penetration from visible red, from near to mid to far, all have varying degrees of penetration. So from 1 inch to 2 inch to 3 inches to 4 to 5 inches within the body, they all vary. And the sunlight, sunrise, sunset, what it does is it activates all of them at different frequencies. So just before sunrise, we've got the mid to near to far infrareds and not much visible red. And as soon as we hit the sunrise, there we go. The visible red starts kicking in, the low to mid to far and the infrared. Infrared ones lower down a little bit. But what's going on is, as soon as you expose any flesh, as soon as you expose any flesh, even if it's just your face, and your eyes, which are the grandest and greatest photoreceptor eyes, even if it's just your face, and your whole body's covered up, what's going on is that red light from being out at sunrise and sunset time 2 hours before or after within, for as long as you can, but even a couple of minutes, what's going on is your blood is going to be structured. No, just your blood. Every single fluid within your body, okay, get this, every single fluid within your body is going to get structured. Now this is huge, because I believe your body's predominantly made up of fluids. I'm not even talking about blood. Think about, say, science says about your organs. Your brain is like 70% fluid, your heart is 60% water. Your muscles are 50%. Your liver's made up of water. Your eyes are predominantly made up of water, like over 50%. Even your bones have like 15 to 20, 30% of water. So all that shit, you're a fluid-based water system. That's why we need water as one of the most important things after air, right? Air first, then water. Everything gets fucking structured. Every single little bit of fluid within your body gets structured. Now, even if red light therapy didn't penetrate that deep into the body, we know that there's a lot of blood at the very surface of the skin. Because when we take a pin and we just pin ourselves, put a drawing pin into our body, what happens? We bleed. We don't even stick the pin in that deep. Because there's blood, there's also blood. Get this, there's blood 1/10 of a milliliter, 1/10 of a millimeter below the surface of the skin. 1/10 of a milliliter below the surface of the skin, there is abundant supply of blood. That's why when we cut ourselves really easily, it doesn't take a lot of drawing pin or a knife or shit. We don't need to go that deep before it starts bleeding. So there's a lot of blood, water. So everything is getting structured. And there's fluids from the surface of the skin to deeper levels of the skin, to the muscles, to the fascia, to the tissue, to the deepest levels of the organs. There is fluids and water, where that be lymph too, by the way, lymph also. There's fluids non-stop from the blood system, from the veins, to the surface of the skin, to the many levels of the skin, to the fascia, the tissues, everything! Everything is water and blood. So with red sunrise sunset, you are structurizing at multi-attack level, because it's not just red light at 1 degree of penetration. Now you've got the sunrise sunset, you've also got the near to mid to far, which all vary. They all do the same thing, by the way. All of them, the mid to near to fars, infrareds, they all do the same thing. They all do the same thing. They light the fuck out of the mitochondria, and also they structure the water, right? So they all do the same thing. And when you get a sunrise sunset, you're activating you're structurizing all the fluids of your body. That's every single little bit of fluid. And because you're a fluid-based system, this gives you a fucking high. This is what Gerald Pollack meant when he talked about structurization of water, really powerful. You can either drink it from a machine, or you can activate it far more powerfully from sunrise sunset, with its varying degrees of activation, from red light, near to mid to far, kicking in, all at varying degrees, from 600 nanometers to 1,000 nanometers, all going off in one. The sun is a fucking amazing structurization of your water machine. It's fucking beautiful and powerful. And I know it's activating the structured water. Your water's entire blood work, it's structurized, and your fluids, your lymph, everything does. It's fucking crazy and powerful. And this is one of the key reasons, it's the top 2 reasons why red light therapy is so fucking powerful. The structurization of water. It's a great focus, and I don't hear people talking about it enough. Gerald Pollack, yeah, but we want sunrise sunset. This is nature's way to structurize the water. Very powerful. Also, you can put your distilled water, put your reversible water, whatever water you drink, even if it's spring water, whatever, put it outside, sunrise sunset when you're out. And this is how I know structurization of water. One of the huge reasons why the red light therapy, one of the main benefits of red light therapy is structurization of water, is because what I do is I will put this out. I put distilled 0 ppm water. I will put that out with the sunrise sunset and leave it out for as long as I'm out. So today I've been doing quite a long time. I've stepped up my game a little bit. I've been lapsing other things. So I've been out 2 hours sunsets. Just 10 minutes before sunset time, 2 hours before activation starts. I've been out for with the water, with myself. Just my face. Oh, here's another thing I forgot to say. The face gets exposed. Any part of the body that gets exposed will structurize the water for the entire blood network. And this is because, like I said, there's blood at the surface of the skin at every level. So if it's just my face exposed, say I cover my hands with gloves, I've got my shoes on, just my face. So the blood networks at the very top here are going to get structurized, and that all the blood networks at the surface of the skin, even 1/10 of a millimeter at the surface of the skin, so very, 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 very near the surface of the skin, they all get back into the blood network. So therefore, just having your face exposed without even your body, of course, more of your body is more medicine. Don't get me wrong, you're just going to structurize your water even faster, even deeper. But just your face, that's going to get into your blood network for your entire system. So your blood's going to, your entire, how your blood works, the circulation system, your blood, the back of your eyes. Holy shit, another one. 50% of your blood passes through the back of your eyes every 40 minutes. Boom. You know, once you start just the face, everything gets exposed and everything gets structured. But anyway, digressing. How I put water out, playing up a little bit. I put my distilled water out with the sunrise sunset, and I'll stay out with it, and then I'll drink it at a later time. Later time when there's no red light therapy from the sun, and I'll experience exactly the same activation. So exactly the same uplift mood I get from the same high. This is real science. Fuck other people. This is real science I'm giving you from my own body experimentations. The feeling I get from in my mood elevation and energy, the exact same feeling from my sunset I get when I drink distilled water that's been structurized. If it's not been structured sunrise sunset, it won't do that. But if I drink it, I just like it's to me it's exactly like a continuation of red light therapy. This is how I knew and I know that I'm right, that one of the top 2 benefits of sunrise sunset is the structurization of your water. By the way, one of the advantages of structurization of your water is there's fluid within the cells of your body, you know, the mitochondria. There's 10,000 mitochondria for every cell of your body, or trillions of cells of your body. Mitochondria are really important fuel, energy powerhouses for the cell. Well, the mitochondria, the fluid around the mitochondria gets affected by the fluidity of the water surrounding it, surrounding the cells, inside and outside the cell. Well, when you structurize the water with sunrise and sunset, what you're doing is you're affecting the fluidity of the conversion of ATP into energy and oxygen into energy for the mitochondria. So in effect, your mitochondria just blast up. That's structurization of the water, not just of your blood. That's structurization of the water within the mitochondria, making the viscosity very smooth. That's what structured water does, very smooth viscosity, which makes what I'm saying is it makes the efficiency of mitochondrial activation of oxygen, ATP conversion, energy much higher with sunrise sunset. And that is fucking geeking out for you, but that's fucking true. So in other words, you're lighting up your mitochondria the fuck up when you structurize the water. When you structurize your internal water supply, you are lighting up the mitochondria, and the mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cells. You activate the mitochondria, you will never get a disease. These are the key activations. I can't emphasize enough. It's such a great focus area. I love people like Jack Kruse to talk about mitochondria. More to come in the future from mitochondria, but one of the ways is to structurize your water. Yeah, Annie. Yeah, Will, mate. I'm always behind, but I'm getting there slowly and still tree learning. One thing I do want to say as well. Here's the bonus. And another reason why I know, not just with distilled, I drink it and it feels like red light therapy, sunrise, sunset continuation. Well, guess what? If you do urine therapy, you are double fucking blessed. If you understand what I'm saying about sunrise, sunset, internal structurization of water, you are blessed. But you are double blessed if you do urine therapy. Because your urine is effectively your blood. It's ultra-filtered blood plasma. It was once your blood, and now it's your urine. It's like half your blood. Your blood without the red blood cells. That's all urine is, right? True. Not a fucking waste product. When you do urine therapy, when you do urine that's been structurized with sunrise sunset activation, when I do that, like just now, I did a pee just before I came on here, and I've been out for 2 hours, so I know it was structurized urine. When I do that on my face, or I take it internally, what it does is it activates the red light therapy benefits again. So I get high energy. My energy goes through the fucking roof with sunrise sunset activation. The mitochondria gets lit up because my internal water supply, and then I'll just add in some distilled water that's been structurized. Distilled water, 0 ppm. And then I've also got urine therapy. So fresh urine too, not even aged urine. And just fresh urine, it fucking lights the fuck up out of my body system. And now I'm full of energy, and I get it. People talk about urine being structured water. It's kind of true. All urine is structured water, even if you sunset. But there is a huge degree of variance between people's internal water supplies in terms of how structured they are. Do you hear what I just said? There's a huge difference between the difference in how structured people's internal water supplies, internal blood, lymph, everything, or fluids within the cells. There's a huge difference. That's why diseases are created. A huge reason, because people's structurization is poor. You get your water structured, your internal waters, of which you are a fucking fluid-based system, you will absolutely not just nail health, you will absolutely nail energy. You will be highly energetic. You will have a great urine fast if you follow sunrise sunset internal water activation. It will give you energy. It was designed for this. This was nature's way to design it. And to go one little bit further, I remember watching a video recently with Gerald Pollack being interviewed, and he talked about preliminary. A few years ago, he talks about preliminary studies saying that sunrise. He said red light therapy. He said infrared structurizes the water. He's right. He's actually not. He's missed out a bit. He's red generally. All of them do, in my opinion, experiences, not just infrared. But he said something interesting. He said preliminary studies show UVB or UV. I think it was UV. I can't remember if it's UVB or UVA. He said UV light doesn't structurize the water. So midday sun or ish, you know, when the red light therapy stops, we've got the UVA, UVBs kicking up to the midday. He said the other type of sun doesn't structurize, but what it does is it maintains the structure of the water. The midday sun maintains the structure, or the after red light therapy is gone, 2 hours after sunrise, 2 hours before sunset, in that massive gap up to midday sun and around, the UVBs kicking in, that maintains the structure that you've activated from sunset. This is my belief. No, this is a fact. They say preliminary studies. I know this is true because I've also experienced the structurization of. I could talk forever. The structurization of it, the maintenance of the structurization with the UVB. So it's very factual and it's very powerful too. But I believe it's like nature's design, our creator's design, creation's design to ensure that all humans were healthy, that the structurization of water process, if we aligned with nature. So if we aligned with nature and even just exposed our face only, face and eyes at sunrise, our waters internally got structured. And then the structure might die, I think. I don't think that's entirely true, but the UV, the midday sun was created, the UVs, to maintain that structure, and then the sunset, and then we got the nighttime other activations. So, I've gone all over the place with that one. I just wanted to say, trying to recap, that sunrise, sunset, in effect, the top two mechanisms, what it does, I didn't talk about number one, I talked about that before, buy my book and watch other videos, but the second most important one, and this is great for people that do urine therapy, and even if you don't do urine therapy, because you're a fluid-based system, is you are primarily of water, you've got to start thinking of activations of your own fucking internal water. You know, it's okay to drink green juices, don't get me wrong, to drink some great distilled water, but let's not forget, you have water going on inside you, distilled water, or whatever water you want to call it. There's fluids all around you, you're a fluid-based being, and it needs to be structured for your health purposes and for energy, to your highest activation. And how you do this is very simple. It's nature's way to fluid quickly, even under clouds. Yes, because most of the structurization that goes on within me, that I experience benefits, is going on in UK weather when it's crap and it's under cloud cover. Red lights easily penetrate clouds. Easily penetrate clouds. Yes, there's going to be a difference if there's no clouds, don't get me wrong, but it still does its magic under cloud cover. So get out at sunrise and sunset. That's why I wrote the second book, and that's why I'm going to keep on with it. That's why I'm obsessed with it until I fucking die, as well as urine therapy. This is why I do these things, because they work for energy, for happiness, and all that shit. So that being said, let's structurize our fucking water, man, and then also do urine therapy too, and get that double wham of structurization of the beauty, and feel the energy and bliss. And don't believe anything I said. Try it out for yourself and see, because I might be just chatting shit. I'm not, but I might be. On that note, peace, and thanks for watching, whoever's been watching. Annie, Petra, I'll just read your comment really. Yeah. Powerful, huh? Sun getting is also a very blissful experience too. I think the UVB kicks, the UVB easily penetrates the soft porous layers of the eyes, and UVB irradiates the bloodstream by the eyes, and UVB is a powerful activation in and of itself, and dry fasting also very powerful. I love what you do, Petra. You're very disciplined, much more than me. I'm getting there. I need to get back on these things. We've all got our own masteries, but I respect yours, and good information. All of you guys, thanks for watching, and peace, love, and let's structurize our water, because we are fluid, water-based system, innit? Yeah, sunrise, sunset. I know it's hard to wake up in the morning and sunrise, sunset, but one of them at least, come on. One, let's do one. Fucking, if you don't want to do sunrise, do a sunset. Fuck's sake, don't miss out on one of these two. If you can't because you've got to work in the morning, you'll be stuck indoors. Do not miss out on these free healthcare things. These are powerful protocols, life-changing protocols. They're not to be messed around with. They're more powerful than herbs, in my opinion. More powerful than any shit machine you can buy. It's nature's way. We've got to follow nature's way as we fucking die. I don't want to see anyone here unhealthy that's on my team, yeah? Alright, peace.